welcome back to Sky Girl Reporter, and today we are here with the County Supervisor, Desmond, and we're going to learn what a County Supervisor is. So first, let's say hi. Hello!
Hello, Sky. Thanks for having me here today.
You're welcome. So my first question is, what does a County Supervisor do?
Well, a county supervisor does a lot of things, Sky. Let's say you wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning and you go to have breakfast, and maybe you're going to have an egg. And so the county makes sure all the agriculture and things that are grown here and food that is made here, it is certified and done in a safe and clean way. Maybe you go out for breakfast at a restaurant. Hopefully there's an A in the window, and that means it's been inspected and passed with a grade of A. Similar to being in school, the grades are A through F. And then maybe you have to go with your parents, you go to the gas station, and the county inspects and makes sure the gas pumps are all, pumping out exactly what they're saying they're doing. So we do a lot of inspections. I work with a lot of different parts of the county. We do the jails and the courthouses and the sheriff's department, the register of voters. We also have a library system. We do animal control services too, for animal shelters and things like that.
So if you remember, we interviewed Councilman Chris Cape. So now we want to know what's the difference between a county supervisor and a councilman.
Well, we're pretty much the same in that a city council member is part of the city board of directors, and basically they make the decisions for the city and where streets and roads and parks and things like that. So the similarities are pretty close. It's just instead of just having a city, we have the entire county that we represent.
How many county supervisors are there?
There are 5, and we each represent a portion of the county. So my district in North County, I have Oceanside, San Marcos Vista, Valley Center, Fallbrook, all the way out to Borrego, to the desert as well. So there's 5 county supervisors, each representing a different section, but the same amount of population in the county.
How do you become a county supervisor?
Well, there's many different ways to become a county supervisor. It's an elected office, so you have to campaign and then have people vote for you. And then if you got the most votes, then you are the representative for that particular district that's voting you in. One of the things and how I got involved is I started volunteering. I started volunteering in the community. With the city, I volunteered to be on certain committees, and I volunteered at the Chamber of Commerce, which is the business community. And once I started volunteering, then people asked me to do more and more and more, and I was willing to do that. And so I would make a recommendation for any future leaders or children that want to become leaders in their community and have a say in how things get done, is start volunteering. Volunteer maybe in your classroom, volunteer in different organizations you might be interested in, volunteer at the library. If there's things you can do to step up in your own neighborhood or community and volunteer in, then that's a way to become a leader in the community.
What are the biggest challenges you have to face as a supervisor?
Well, we have many challenges that we have to face in the county. One of the biggest issues in San Diego County right now are homeless people. We're trying to help the homeless people as much as we can and get them off the streets and into some types of housing and programs that we offer to help them so that we don't have as many homeless. I mean, unfortunately, we haven't been able to help everyone that needs to help, and so that's one of our biggest challenges. And then creating enough houses for people to live in. Right now we have a housing shortage, and so the prices are going up, and so one of the things we have to do is build more housing for people. And so those are a couple of the biggest challenges that we face today.
Why did you want to be a county supervisor?
Well, I like learning how things work and then how to make them better. And also I wanted to be a voice in the community. Maybe when you're out on your bicycle or you're out playing and you're maybe at a playground and you say, I wonder why they did this. Why did they do this with the swing set? Why did they do this with the playground? And maybe you have ideas to make it better. And so that's what I enjoy about it, is learning how things work, how government works and how cities are run and how the county works. I enjoy learning all of that and then trying to make it better. So that's why I do it and why I come to work every day.
What did you do before you were a county supervisor?
Well, I was actually the mayor of San Marcos for about 12 years, and so I got to be part of that community and help that grow. But in my career, though, I was an airline pilot. I was a pilot for Delta Airlines. I had a lot of fun flying around the world, and after that, then I started into politics.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about being a county supervisor?
Well, the hardest part of being a county supervisor, you don't always get your way, because there's 5 of us and there's 5 votes, and sometimes you get what you want and sometimes you don't. And usually what you have to do, though, to get things done is to compromise with each other and trying to find where you do with decisions you do agree upon, and then try to move forward and make the community better with those types of ideas. The really hardest thing to do, though, sometimes is telling people no. Because they'll ask me for certain things. They'll ask me for a speed bump or a stop sign, or they'll ask me certain things that I just can't do. And telling people, no, we can't do that is very hard to do in this job. But there's certain things that we just can't always provide, or we don't always have the money for to get done right away as soon as some people would like it. And so that's one of the more difficult parts, is saying no to people.
What do you love about being a county supervisor?
I love the fact that I get to have a say in my community. I get to have a vote on how things happen and how things affect people in San Diego County. So I like having that ability to make a difference, to do better, and to try to make the community and the neighborhoods better and safer.
What do you want to accomplish as county supervisor?
Well, I would like to do many things as county supervisor: fix our roads, trying to get people able to move and not get stuck in traffic jams. I'd also like to help the homeless and make sure that they get everything they need. And I want to make sure people are safe and that we have the police and the firemen and all of those resources available. So I want to build more parks. I want to build more trails. And I want people to be able to thrive and get good jobs, and people like yourself that want to be a reporter, make it so it's easier for you to achieve your dreams and your goals.
Thank you. What are the qualities of a good county supervisor?
Well, I think good qualities of a county supervisor is someone that goes out and actually interacts with the people that they represent, and try to learn what the issues are, and have people tell you what their priorities are, what they would like to see and get done. And then it's my job to go after money and resources to try to help them get what they want done in their communities. But I think another good thing is to learn the art of compromising and working with people, even though you may have disagreements on the particular issues. So I think that's one of the things for anybody in a public office, needs to have that ability to work with each other to get things done. So I got a question for you, though. How has school been for you during COVID? What are some of the things that you've learned and have had to adapt to during COVID?
Well, so first it was distance learning. I hated it. So my dad signed me up for the Boys and Girls Club, and we went there, and that was so much fun. And I got to do distance learning there. It was much more funner because I got to play with my friends, and some people from my school were there too. So we got to be with each other, and for me that was really fun.
That was one of the things I was trying to work on, is trying to get schools to be open again and get kids back in school. My daughter's a school teacher, and she was doing the distance learning, and she could tell that she wasn't able to reach all of her students, even though that they were on the computer. It wasn't as much fun in the distance learning, and they didn't get to interact or didn't get to play with each other. And so that was one of the things I was trying to push for, is trying to be safe, and we have to fight the COVID, but also to get our kids back in school again, so that you can interact and learn. Because I think it's much better to learn with other kids than it is to do the distance learning and be at home alone.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything else people should know about being a county supervisor?
You're a good reporter, I can tell you that, because that's a question just about every one of them asks me. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I forgot to ask? And people should know we're here to help you. We work for you. And so if you have ideas, or you want to get in touch with somebody that maybe can make some changes, that the county supervisors are there for you. We work for the people, and the voters and the citizens of the county. That's our bosses. And so know that you can contact us on anything, on any issue at any time. And if we can't directly help you, we'll guide you in the right direction to get the help or maybe accomplish the things that you want to do.
That's good.
Very much.
That was my last question, so I'd like to say thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Sky. I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining and interesting for me.
Me too. So I hope to see you next time on Sky Go Reporter with the new person telling us what their job is and you learning. Bye!